I've not actually started anything in this yet. How do I turn the volume down on that? There we go. Mute, Debbie, mute. I usually use the iPad to mirror my phone. But I'm just going to try and watch it through YouTube. See if I can see the chat a little bit better. We'll see. Move the iPad up there a bit. Pencils, I'm going to use Inktense on the dark sky in the background, I think. Yep, so this is the first page. I've literally not touched this book, I've just popped the sticker on here. I do need to do the boot mat. I've got a nice ribbon that I'm going to attach to that at some point. So yeah, just to show you, I have not done anything in this yet. To be honest, I've been a bit too nervous. I didn't want to destroy the page, but it's a bit silly really, isn't it? It's a colouring book. Yeah, this is the one I picked. I was umming and ahhing whether to try and use some gesso on it. Hi Mia, are you alright? Yeah, I was going to try and use some gesso on it. I've been playing around with the gesso with the Misfits books, and it works a treat with alcohol markers. I'll zoom you in a little bit. I'm going to have to keep popping my head up and checking because I don't know how laid back the iPad's going to be. You just woke up again. What time is it there now then? So I've not even picked any colours out. I've not even got my swatch book or anything. I completely forgot. I've got everything else. I've even got paintbrushes ready. Right, my swatch book. Oh gosh. How are you today? How's your dogs? Where are you, Inktense? There we go. Pretty tired myself tonight, to be honest. We had another long night with Isabel last night. I think we're on the third or fourth night in a row. So I'm tired. I want to go for a dark blue, I think, background. But I might try and fade it up to be lighter to dark or dark to light. I'm not decided yet. Have you got this boot, Mia? I don't even know what pencils are going to be like on it. Oh, she sounds like she's always with you, Mimi. What have I got? I've got Evie at my feet. And the black one, Rolo's in a bed. Right, the pencils are the wrong way around. Right, so I do want it quite dark and wet to light. I think Iron Blue is going to be my darkest one. That's nice. You like your baby? Well, this is the first one of Klara's that I've got, so that's why I'm a little bit nervous. But like I said, it's a bit silly really being nervous over a colouring book, but it's probably my most expensive one this now. Right, so deep indigo. Where's iron? Iron. Iron green, iron blue. Right, so I'm going to go with this one for my darkest one. So iron blue, deep blue. For some reason my Inktense are terribly mixed up. Deep blue and then bright blue. I'm not finding her. Oh, well, that explains it then. I suppose though, if she's sitting with you all the time, she'll get used to it anyway, whether she's 6 months old or 6 years old. She'll enjoy sitting with mummy, won't she? Bright blue, right there. Right, so these are the 3 shades that I'm going to go for. Like I said, I have no idea what this paper is going to react like to water or water media or anything. It is really smooth paper. So paintbrushes and more water. And that's another thing, I've not actually tried this sharpener, I don't think, with these pencils, so we'll see. Well, it gets them to a nice point at least anyway. Yeah, I think I've had this colouring book now. Gosh, it must be nearly 2 weeks. And I keep taking it out and looking at it and putting it back. Yeah, I think it worked out with postage and everything. Evie, shut up. With postage, I think it was almost 34 or 35 pounds. Oh no, I tell a lie. The most expensive one is the Mariello Boudet one. The set of arts, that one was my most expensive one. That one was 37, I want to say. Right, so which way should we go here? I think I'm going to go dark to light. So the iron. Yeah, I love it. The quality of the paper is really, really nice. It's like I wouldn't say it's like cardstock, but it is really thick paper and it takes pencils superbly. Right, am I zoomed in enough there? As it, I haven't checked on Etsy in a little while, to be honest. I think I might move the light a little bit because my arm is in the shadows. Yeah, because I was looking at getting some of the prints individually, but it would have worked out, you know, a hell of a lot more money. So if you buy it all together, it's cheaper. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to start off. Oh, first bit. Right, on my nose, it's fine. It's fine. The reason that I've chose this page is because I've been practicing with pumpkins. So I thought I might be able to do that a little bit of justice. There was another page in here actually. There was a mermaid one that I almost decided to colour. I won't be able to find it now that I'm filming. It might be on the other side. Oh no, there it is. I almost coloured that one. I think what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to gesso it and use my alcohol markers. Yeah, the bundles are cheaper. Yeah. I've not bought any colouring books and whatnot, to be honest, because like I said, I'm saving out for Disney. It's birthday and Christmas coming up. So I don't know whether to lay down all the colour of the Inktense or do it in stages and wet it bit by bit, I'm not sure. Oh, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I think I've done it wrong already. I think that's part of the hill. Well, we'll just finish that little bit off there. It's extraordinary to say the least how they can charge how much they do for the postage. When I first started colouring actually, these were still available on Amazon, but because I didn't really know much, I'll plug my charger in just in case it goes off, because I didn't know much about different artists, I didn't buy them at the time. And then when I have looked into getting them off Amazon, they'd all gone, they'd become unavailable. I'm not sure why. You know, I've still not heard anything about the issue I was having with the polychromos pencils. I'm still waiting to hear something. Well, she used to. On Amazon UK. I've still actually got them in my wish list and it just says now currently unavailable, unfortunately. So yeah, that was bad timing. hopefully she might start doing it again. I suppose it's going to put a lot of people off, isn't it, paying that amount with postage. I did actually ask if I was to order more than one of the books, would it be the same postage? And the answer was no. You'd have to order 20 or more books for the postage to work out cheaper, like with individual books. So obviously I weren't going to order 20 of them. It'd take a lifetime to get through them. But I'm happy with this one for now. Let's see how I get on. How I find the paper and the actual illustrations. Because this is not usually the thing that I go for. It is quite whimsical, isn't it? To say the least. So we'll just see. We'll just see how we get on. I hope the camera doesn't pick up as well. It's just been raining a second ago. I'm right at the patio door. Patio door's right at the side of me. So I'm hoping the camera doesn't pick it up. I think what I'm going to do is work on this half. Yeah, this half here. Put water to it and see where we're at. Nearly the weekend, thank God. Thursday today, aren't we? Yeah, kids go back to school next week. I'm counting down the days. Have you started your puzzle?
No.
Hopefully he doesn't see any more spiders again tonight. I think we're getting past that point where they're popping up all the time. Luckily. There's nothing worse than bloody spiders. It happened to me last week. My son had left for school and literally within 2 minutes of him leaving for school, there was one crawling across the rug. I must have screamed the house down. I made my daughter cry. The dogs were barking. I had to get one of my shoes and chuck it across the room. Managed to hit it and then hoover it up. The neighbours must have thought I was crazy. So I'm just hoping that this paper is going to be alright with the water. I imagine that it will be, for the price of it anyway. She's waving at you. My husband's just got back from Tesco. He just picked her up, like it's pyjamas, isn't it that? Is it pyjamas?
What?
I'm Lion King.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Lion King pyjamas. So she won't be able to wear them at night because they're short sleeve. And when she gets back from nursery in the day, she can put them on. It's quite smooth, Mia. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I finished American Horror Story last night, the Asylum one. I need to pick another season to start off again. Right, it is meant to be on a little bit of a hill, isn't it? Right, we'll leave it there. I'm going with the next darkest one, which is deep blue. So yeah, this is the only thing that annoys me. Oh yeah, they're cute. If they did them in adult sizes, I would have got them all along. Yeah, the crease. I'm gonna really struggle. I'm just gonna have to use this pencil because it's sharper to get to the edges. I'm hoping to be back on normal schedule next week. I'll probably aim for streaming once to twice a week maybe, but then I want to start filming proper videos again. Like I said, with the children being off school, I've not been able to. Mia, did you manage to catch the little short videos that I added this morning? I added 2 little intros and I was just asking you guys which one would you prefer, but I think I have chosen one now. So the next time I do a proper video, you'll be able to see it then. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? I mean, there's nothing, I can't even push it down that. Yeah, I've made a new intro. I wasn't sure about the music, but I think I like it. And I just need to keep remembering to put my Instagram name in the description of videos. I've deleted them now, Mia. I didn't want to have them up, you know, because they were only 6 seconds long, so I had them up for probably about an hour and a half. And I just wanted to see which one got more views, more thumbs up and comments. And it was the one that I originally was going to go for. So you'll see it at some point next week anyway. I've added a picture of myself. There's 2 pictures actually. It's just so you guys, you know, you can put a face to my voice. You know who you're talking to. You would have seen some of my pictures on Instagram anyway, wouldn't you? I'm not sure. Have I got any pictures of myself on there? Or is it just the colouring? The dogs and the children? I can't remember. Yeah, so I'll be able to start using that next week. My son goes back on Tuesday, my daughter goes back on Thursday. Well, I can't film on Thursday because I'm desperate in need to go and get my nails done. So that's the first job. Drop her off, go and get my nails done. Possibly might be able to do later on in the afternoon. We'll see. I want to get my nails done this weekend. But it's busy all weekend, so I probably won't have time, and I need to go back to the fish store as well. I was having a problem with my fish tank, so I need to take some of the water again and get it tested. And if it's okay, I'm either going to get some dwarf Grammys, I think they were called, or koi angelfish, I think. Is it the one where I've got light pink hair? I think I know which one you're on about. I think that might have been the one that I've actually used in the intro as well. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Mia, is that zoomed in enough there? Like I said, I'm not using the mirroring. I'm literally just like logged into YouTube on the iPad, so it's a bit lagged for me. But I can see your chat a lot better. I'm not having to creep my neck and nearly break my back to try and see what everyone's saying. I managed to catch Kate's live stream last night. I was only on there probably about 10-15 minutes before I had to go. I need to rewatch it. Probably later when I've stopped live streaming, I'll catch up with hers. Yeah, it's quite a distance away from me now, so I don't want to be having to do that. I'm just going to add a little bit of this darker shade and we'll go with the lighter one. I have no idea how this colour combination is going to turn out. I've not tried it before, to be honest. I probably should have tried a colour combination that I know is going to work in this sort of book. That gesso was really good last night. Oh, did you miss it? You just have to watch it back. I don't know if it was, I think it was a planned one last night because she usually live streams on a Wednesday, I want to say. Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, so that gesso, it was just a cheaper brand one. What's it called? It's Basics Gesso, clear gesso. So I got the clear and I got the white. So I've tested the clear one out. I'm going to try the white one tomorrow. Colouring at V's was using a white gesso to colour bricks. So I'm copying her. I'm going to try it. Yeah, she was having problems uploading, I think, at some point. I don't know what was going on. Whether it was her account or YouTube, I'm not sure. Let's have a little bit more. There's probably not going to be many live streams on Saturday, is there, with the Colour in Heaven event going on. I'm still gutted. I couldn't go to that. It actually popped up on my Facebook again today. There was 4 seats available. Oh, we've already organised going physio now. We can't go. You know what? I haven't even got Kate on Instagram. I'm gonna have to have a look for her. Is it just the same name as YouTube? Right, so let's go around this moon a little bit, and then I'm just gonna add the lighter blue everywhere else. I'll have a look later. I sometimes just forget about Instagram. I'm trying my best to remember to post finished pictures on there. Trying anyway. I finished another one. Was it last night that I posted that picture, or the night before? From Hannah Carl's and Soulmates. The dog picture, like a Chihuahua or Pomeranian. So that's another one done. And I've started another one, the woman and the fish. So I think I'm doing well with that. What do you think of it? It will look a lot better in the video. I can't pick up the shades and whatnot on the picture. So when I've done my finished pictures at the end of the month, you'll be able to see it better then. My washing machine's pinging. Right, we'll go in with this lighter shade now, which is bright blue. Yeah, that sharpener's worked quite well actually with these as well. I'm really enjoying that sharpener. Could do with emptying, I think. Is it a good idea me always adding the finished pages to Instagram though? I mean, let's say for you for instance, if you've seen them and then I do a video, would the video not be boring for you because you've already seen the pictures? Well, I suppose in the pictures I'm not explaining what I've been using. What they're barking at? Did somebody walk past? I think it must be small dog syndrome. They bark at anything, especially mine. I literally thought Robo was going to make a sound and as I said that. All these creases don't have get on my nerves. Why can't they make the spine easy to break? Wow, you've got deer that come near your house. That's amazing. I think I probably got squirrels, that's about it. I wish I had deer instead though. Are the dogs not scared of them? Because they're only little tiny dogs, aren't they? Wow, I bet that's amazing. You should definitely add a picture of one that's in your garden and add it to Instagram, Mia. I'd love to see that. You're so lucky to have that. I'd be like David Attenborough every day, watching him out the window. Oh, wow. Are they quite, are they aggressive or anything? I don't know what they are. They look like in the wild. Or will they let you get a little bit closer to them? Right, I'm just gonna go over all of this. Fill it all in. I'm hoping to God we have a better night's sleep last night. Me and my husband was up a little bit late last night. I was finishing watching American Horror Story, and then we started watching Coronation Street, and then I think it was probably about 11:30, 11:45 by the time we turned the TV off. I'm half an episode behind. I think unfortunately Sinead's going to probably die tomorrow. Well, I've not seen the rest of that episode. So we finished watching that, started going to sleep, and my daughter was up, and she was up till gone 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we was up at 7 o'clock for the day. Oh my God, they were getting charged. Were they getting like seriously hurt? Are you completely caught up? I think we've got probably about 20 minutes of Wednesday's second episode to watch. When Sinead found out about Daniel and Bethany kissing, oh, it broke my heart. It broke my heart. I've just got a funny feeling that it's going to happen tomorrow. I want to find out if David did that to Josh. What do you think? Do you think he attacked him? If he's tried to kill him, he's not really done a good job, has he? He's still alive. I apologise for anybody else who doesn't watch Coronation Street. But it's quite, I don't want to say good because one of the lovely characters is dying at the moment. But that's what we're talking about, Coronation Street. So what do you watch it on, Mia? Is it like broadcast on normal TV for you? Or do you have to watch it online? Ah, right. Right. Well, I've just stuck my foot in it then, haven't I? Well, what? So you get one episode a night? That's probably better that you get that. You get 2 episodes Monday, 2 episodes Wednesday, and then 2 on Fridays. But occasionally, like, if the football's airing on TV, they'll either not have it on TV at all, or they'll give you double so many days. Well, I don't know about you, but it seems like they've changed the way that they're filming it. It looks different on TV. So what's the last one that you watched? What happened? I'll try and remember which one that'll be. Right, let's pick a outer brush. Right, that's a medium one, so we'll go with that. And then my teeny weeny one. Was this the Pentel one? Yeah, it was the no, that's the Pentel, and that's CureTech, I think. Or Zig something, I can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, so it gets worse. It gets worse before it gets better. Unfortunately, she was on daytime TV. I unfortunately didn't manage to catch it when it was on, but I've watched it online. And she was saying that she's not even watched any of the episodes back. Like, she's filmed it, but she doesn't want to watch any of them because she finds them too upsetting. It's a shame it is. I mean, one of the nicest, probably the nicest character in Coronation Street as well. It's a shame. I'm going to miss her. Right, let's start with water. I know, with having the baby as well. I don't want this to be turned into a depressing live stream. I'll start getting upset again. Every single episode I've got upset. I know. I know. It'll be interesting how it plays out though. How he's going to manage. Right. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping that I've chosen the right shades here. Mia, have you got any alcohol markers? If so, which ones have you got and which ones would you recommend? I've got the Ohuhu ones and more or less 50% of them have dried up before I've managed to use them properly. Where's my other ones? Let me spin you round for you got. The La Mouche ones, the 24 pack of the skin, but I'm running very low on them because that's all I seem to use. And then the Spectrum Noir pastel set, but I'm after a bigger set I think, and I don't know whether to go for the La Mouche because I do like the pens on them, the nibs on them rather, or try a different brand. So I'm asking a few different people's opinions and then possibly add it to the Christmas list. Oh dear. How did you find them colours then? Before you left the cap off. Because I think I've heard people using, is it Cali Art? I don't know where you get them over here though. I don't know if they're an Amazon or an eBay thing, I don't know. And they're not really expensive. I'm going to zoom you in it a little bit more. And they're not really expensive, the Tombow ones. I don't use the alcohol markers all that often, but when I do, I want them to work. I'm up to 149 subscribers as well. I'm one off 150. It seems like I've been stuck on 149 as well for, I think it's only been 2 days realistically, but it feels like it's been longer than that. Oh, that shade of blue is gorgeous. That second colour. It's a lot lighter than I imagined it. So possibly going over, I don't know. How recent ago was that Chloe did that video? I'll have to have a look because I haven't seen that one. Oh, so the rest are alright then? Thank God. Is she settling down?
She was asleep in a funny position, so I moved and she was still fidgeting while she stayed asleep, so she's obviously the other day.
Mm. This is that bit that you got me. It's the first time that I'm colouring and I've been too nervous because I didn't want to destroy it.
Well, money well spent then, wasn't it?
Well, I'm using it, aren't I? No. I didn't know what the paper was going to be like. They're nothing. It's not pencils. These are not colour pencils. What?
Nothing, just looking.
Do you want a lesson in Inktense?
Definitely not, right?
I'll have to have a look then. Yeah, I must have missed that one. I'll move you over. I'm using, not just go onto YouTube, but it's got a bit of a delay on it now.
Is it?
Yeah. I can see the chat better now though. I'm not having to creak up my neck.
Yeah.
I did watch today actually, Colourist Sammy's tutorial on skin. I don't think she called it a tutorial. I think she was sort of saying this is how I colour. Hey, I found that super helpful. All the different layering and explaining that. I've seen that she's got her own markers. She picked out the colours, didn't she? I can't remember the name though, the name of them, but she picked out the sets of colours. Yeah, I do remember that. I'm wondering if anybody's going to live stream while they're there on Saturday. Is it Magic Markers? I couldn't remember the name. Yeah, do you think anybody's going to be live streaming while they're there? Like, because they're all meeting up in the cafe beforehand, before the actual lesson starts. I'm going to have to be super careful around these. I've just gone over the lines again. I think I need as well some new water brushes. I'll show you the other one in a second. Them Pentel ones, they've not lasted very long. The nib on them has started to fray really bad, so I can't get a good point. Can't get a good point to them now. It sort of makes a bit of a mess on the page. I think I need to stalk Instagram a little bit more than I do. It doesn't pop up though on my phone. You know, if somebody adds, what are they called? When you click at the top and it pops up on your screen. A story. It doesn't pop up when people have added new stories. It must be something in my settings. I don't know. What do you think of the Arteza ones? Because it was on offer on Amazon. I wanted to get the ones that had like a button on it where you actually press the button instead of squeezing it. Oh, you mean a house? I'm going to have a look at the notifications bit in my phone then, because that's a bit weird that it's not popping up. I do check on it a couple of times a day. And what, do you like them? And how have they lasted? Because they're one of the more expensive ones. Oh, on a stream. I thought you mentioned like they was at each other's houses. Yeah, have they lasted well? Them water pens, water brushes. I've probably, more than a month, probably 6 weeks I've had them ones. You've just got them as well. I might just have to get them and test them out then. Yeah, I know. Like I said, they're all going to the cafe, aren't they, beforehand? Meeting up and having a coffee and a chat before it starts. Disappointing. Did you see the Colouring Heavens post about, what was it, Black Widow pencils? That's what they're giving, the skin sets, that's what they're giving with the class. That's what they're giving away. I can't get my words out then. So I'll be interested to see what people think of them pencils, because I have got the skin set. I'm not overly keen. They're okay, but I prefer Prismas or Polys. So let's see if I can get down into this spine a little bit. I know, I'm disappointed as well. I would have, loved to have gone, especially now that I've started uploading myself. I would have loved to have gone and spoken to everybody and met everybody. Hopefully it happens again though, maybe next year. I think it'll probably all depend on how popular it was and the feedback that they get back, I would have thought. So fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't think my kids would have found being in the car for 3 hours there and then 3 hours back any fun at all. To be honest, I don't think I would have done. Oh, I know it is, Mia. It's a shame that they don't do it dotted around the world for everyone. But I suppose if it gets more popular, maybe. You never know. I think the new issue is out, I believe, Wednesday. But I think it's a Christmas colouring one. Of course it's a colouring one. It's a colouring magazine. It's the Christmas edition. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. I don't own one Christmas boot yet. I think I went a little bit overboard with the Halloween. So I don't know whether I'll be getting Christmas or not. I've just arrived in stores. That's one that I didn't choose to get. Yeah, Christmas in October. Yeah, so that's out on Wednesday. So I'll be getting my big bottom all the way down to Tesco and going getting it as soon as it's out. Hopefully. Still in my Tesco or my local store. Sometimes it's been there the day before it's meant to be released, and other times it's like 3 or 4 days afterwards. So then I have to ask my husband to go to different shops because I don't drive. So he goes to different shops for me to pick it up. He picked the Halloween edition up. I would have loved to have known what people thought of him picking that up. I bet you we got some strange looks. I don't know what it's called yet. I don't know if that's it's going to be one of them. I don't know. In all honesty, I'm hoping it's not, because there was 2 separate ones. They've released the Christmas one as well as the normal edition, which the normal edition is going to be Christmassy. So yeah, I took a screenshot of the picture, and then I took a screenshot of the shop that it was meant to be in, and then on his way home from work he picked it up for me. Yeah, but I didn't get that princess ones. I'm trying my best now not to just buy every single colouring book. I want to buy ones that I know that I'm gonna use. I don't want them just sitting on my shelf. No coloured pages in, because that'll just upset me even more. So I think I've got 2 books that I got in the last haul that I've not managed to work on yet. So the Groans in the Neighbourhood, and then I think the other one's Fairy Tales, which I'll be honest, the only reason that I got that is because everybody else had it on YouTube. But it's a nice book and I will colour in it. So yeah, I'm just trying to be a little bit more careful because I've only got so much room as well on my shelf. But to be fair, ever since I got the colouring cart, all my supplies now are in the cart. So I've got probably half of the bookshelf free now, completely empty. Or did you have the subscription of it? I have done I've done a colouring book collection. I think that was probably my 2nd or 3rd ever video on YouTube. So it does need updating. So I need to do that one. I need to do all the pages that I've ever coloured, and then an updated supplies video. But I wanted to sort of ask everyone's opinion first before starting to film. Is it worth doing a new one? Or shall I just keep the old one up? What do you think? Yeah, because I have added quite a little bit. What I might do is, my birthday's at the end of next month. So a couple of people have already asked me what would I like for my birthday, and I basically said, look at my Amazon wish list. So if I get stuff for my birthday, I think I'd rather probably wait until then and then film it all together. Yeah, I could do it as an update, I suppose, yeah. And then I could probably do a separate birthday haul, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Definitely the books I will have to do in separate parts. The supplies I should be okay because most of it is in the cart now. But how do people like it filmed? Would you rather me take everything out and have it on the table, you know, and go through it like that? Or shall I literally be holding the camera and go through the colouring cart and my bookshelf like that, you know? What do you think, Mia? Oh, this paper is too, this Inktense, quite nice actually. I do think that I'm going to have to go over certain areas with a bit of shading. Yeah, I'll get to it, possibly not next week, the week after. I desperately want to get the end of the month colouring pages done, because again I've managed to get through quite a lot this month. I'm impressed with myself. Some pages are better than others, I will warn you now. I think it depends what mood I was in when I was colouring them. Right, I'll zoom you out a little bit now. Oh, I'm going to have to stand up. Right, so it is definitely a little bit lighter than I initially wanted. What do we think? Because it does look a tad little patchy there. I don't know whether to go with the Inktense again. I'll leave it to dry and try pencil. You know what, we'll just go in with Inktense again and see if we can fix that patchiness. So it was bright blue, that was the lightest shade. We'll just see. I'll keep you zoomed out while I'm just doing this bit. I took the kids for a walk yesterday. We've got it's like a forest with a absolutely massive lake in the middle of it. It's only about 15 minutes walk from our house. We took the kids around there, they both enjoyed it. And then literally right across the road, I didn't realise that there's an open forest there. I mean, I've been living in this house now 3 years. And it's just as nice there. At one point we nearly got lost, but we found our way. I think we was out for 2 hours walking. 2 hours. I was in absolute agony last night with my legs. Right, let's try these ones now. Yeah, on the opposite side that we didn't know existed, there's a tiny little lake there. It's more like a pond, like a little bit of a swampy pond. There was baby swans, 3 of them, with their mum, and they come waddling over to us. But I know they can be a little bit aggressive, especially the mums with the babies. So I quickly speeded away with the buggy as quick as I could. But they were super cute. I've took some videos of them and some pictures. They were dead cute. Oh, well, that looks better. That's got rid of that patchiness. So I'm going to try deep blue and add a little bit to get rid of some of these lines. What are you working on now? Like I said, I've started this one tonight and I'm doing that Hannah Cowles one. Cowles on. Where's Debbie? Hannah Cowles on. I'm definitely determined to get that book finished. It definitely won't be this year, I don't think. I haven't got the patience, I don't think, to do the same book for that amount of time. Right, I'm quite happy with that. So, I think I'm going to go in with my Prismas now. I'm going to start on the pumpkins. Loom knitting a hat. I know what knitting is, but what's loom knitting? I've never heard of that. That's one hobby I wish I could do. But I definitely can't. Let's put that on. Oh, have you started working on your colouring cart yet? So the needles are the long ones, aren't they? Like the pretty big ones. What do you mean by pegs? Wow, that's impressive. You'd have to explain to me, I have no idea what the pegs are. Right, so we'll finish with that one now. Let's get the prismas out. And we finish with you, so you can go back. Tidy up as I go along, because it'll just be a mess, my table, at the end of the night. And how are you getting on with the hat? How much have you done? And can you do patterns of anything? Right, all the way around. So I'm going to try my best to remember the colour combination I was using. Lemon yellow. Yellowed orange. Orange. There was reds as well. So I want to say it was Scarlet Lake, I'm pretty sure. And Crimson Lake. And where's my white? She's missing. I will have to because I have no idea. I have no idea. That's really impressive though that you've managed to teach yourself that just over YouTube. Yes, Rolo. You come and say hello. You want to sit with me? Come here. Big fatty. You can't colour. You can't colour. I don't know if you'll be able to see her paws. There you go. You can't colour. You silly dog. Right, if you're sitting there, keep still, because you'll end up knocking me. You're just wondering where Evie is, aren't you? Right, you're too heavy to sit on my knee. You're fat now, Rolo. We took her to the groomers a couple of months ago actually when summer started, and she completely shaved her, and she was teeny tiny in size, but because she's so fluffy now, we've not took her in a while, she looks fat, but she's not. You roller. The big bushy tail. Last pencil, I promise. I'm not going to sharpen the white because I don't want it breaking on me. Oh, guess what I did? I know I was saving my pennies up, but I've decided the white luminance this morning to use with blending, so I'm super duper excited about that. Right, if I can remember correctly how we did this last time. Oh, this paper's really nice with pencils. Oh, it's really nice. Are you alright though? Do you want me to zoom you in? Yeah, this paper is really nice with pencils. It's raining again. Yeah, I do hope my water's going to be alright at fish tank. I want to get some new fish. Zoom in. It's me and my water. That should be okay there, I think. Don't pay attention to my outgrown nails. I desperately need to go and get them done. My nails grow dead quick. I had them done, what was it, 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I feel like I'm always there. I think I'm going to go for them a little bit shorter next time. I think. I'm not going to add any highlights here, I don't think. Just stick to this one side. so it was easy. I imagine that you would have had to watch a lot of videos though. I remember doing knitting years and years ago in primary school. It was one of the things, it was like, you had to get taught that. Right. My mum used to do it as well. I don't think she does it as much anymore. I apologise if you can hear. Although, the wanted to go out, but it's piddling down, so I'm not letting them out because there'll be mud into my ice. You can wait. You can wait. I'll have to go and get a towel and wipe your feet. I used a tutorial out of the Helen Anderson tutorial book for these pumpkins, so I'm just trying my best to remember what I did. My husband's on the roof again, that's, you could hear him sneezing. Doing his puzzle again. He goes to New York in, I think it's 4 weeks. Or 4.5 weeks. Something like that. If it's not one, it's another. We'll have bonfire night soon here as well on the 5th of November. That's going to be very interesting with these dogs. The black one, the one that you've just seen, she really doesn't cope very well. I might have to. She's due at the vets this month. I'm starting next month for yearly jabs. I might have to ask the vets if they can give me anything to calm her nerves, because it's a shame really, she's a nervous wreck. She'll hide behind the furniture and get herself stuck, crying. She just doesn't understand. The other one's alright. It's just the black one. What are your dogs like with the fireworks? But it's not just that as well, I'm wondering what my daughter's going to be like. She's never seen fireworks. So yes, it's going to be an interesting night. Right, sorry I didn't even tell you what colours there were. So lemon yellow for the lightest, yellowed orange, going with the darker shade which is just orange. Just literally going to go over the orange that I've already put down and just make it a little bit deeper and add more lines. I don't know what you'd actually call them in a pumpkin. You know, I've got a pumpkin, a real life pumpkin over here, so I should look. What's she barking at now? What are they like with cats, your dogs? Both of mine are terrified. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is how I did it last time. Oh, she's doing it for attention then. Yeah, very vocal dogs, aren't they? Are these your first ever chihuahuas? Mia? Have you ever had them before? Evie was my first. I waited a long time for her. I don't think this is going to turn out as good as my last one because I'm literally not following the tutorial step by step, I'm just trying to remember. I think this is probably the 3rd or 4th time that I've done this way. This paper is a dream to work on, you know, with pencils, Prismas. Really, really nice. more here. And what happened to Hermia? Yeah, sometimes they can be spoiled little brats though. I don't know if you're like that. For instance, we went out for a walk to the park today and all I could hear, because I wasn't taking them with me, was all the way down the street I could hear them. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. What was the reason for the seizures? And how old was she? That's such a shame. It's like losing a family member, isn't it? Right, last one. Right, darker shade even more. I am going to blend as well with the white Prisma. I'm not going to add as much as this red. Just try and keep it behind the edges. And a few lines here and there. If I'm remembering correctly, possibly might need to go over the top again once I've started to blend. Oh, what a shame. What a bloody shame, I'm so sorry. So what did you do? Did you wait for a little while before you got any more? Well, at least you know, like the parents then, don't you, if anything was to touch wood, that anything would ever happen like that again, you'd be able to go back to the parents with it. I assume that you get papers and whatnot. You got papers with one of ours. Also, I bet that wasn't very nice as well. The dog that was left, been on her own. Just a shame. Right. Try and stick to the middle again. I can't see on here. I don't know whether I can pop my head up. Yes, I can. I was trying to see how long I've been streaming for. It's a little over an hour. Time flies. Have you seen the that tutorial book I was talking about? It's pretty good. I won't do any of these tutorials actual in the book though, because I can't stand the paper in it. So I'll just pick out a page that's got the images that I'm trying to copy and trying to learn, and then doing that book. Will you two stop it? They're fighting. They're fighting. There's no point me telling them to be quiet because they'll just ignore me and carry on anyway. They play fight a lot as well, like these two. I think that's just a dog thing, isn't it? Can you hear them? One of them's hiding behind at the side of the couch either. Can you hear them pattering around? I wish I could move the camera, but if I move the camera I won't be able to get it back and show you what they're doing. And my husband's winding them up as well. to blend this, I think, now. And see if we need to add any other colours. Yeah, it's like that. We've literally got the wooden flooring all the way through. Well, they've stopped now. Now they're sneezing. Silly dogs. I'm just going to use the white all over and blend. I think I'm going to add a little bit more orange on top. It's not as orange as I wanted. I hope it's turning... Yeah, it looks alright on camera. Yeah, they're a little 9 feet. I don't mind it for a little bit, but when they're doing it constantly, it's all through the bottom of the house, like tiles in the kitchen, and then wooden flooring everywhere else. So it's literally all through the house. And once they go upstairs, you can't find them because it's carpet. Yes, well, I had an email back off that guy from Faber-Castell, and they're still looking into it. Sorry? I can't see. Is she sat on your puzzle? Is she sat on your puzzle or something? The little one sat on my husband's puzzle. Yeah, so I've not heard anything from that guy yet, from Faber-Castell, but explain what was going on. He said one of his colleagues was flying over to Germany, so they'll look into it more. And I've not heard anything since. So I am going to go in again with the lighter orange shade. Yellowed orange. I just want a tiny little bit more. I'm not going to add loads. Just a couple of lines here and there. And maybe I've got the dark red. Crimson Lake. Yes, I'm just waiting for it to hear from him again now. I still can't for the life of me understand why it's just me. Why is it only me that's been sent these bloody pencils? I just find it annoying that they're not matching. I am going to add a tiny little bit of the darker one. Oops, a daisy. So she snaps. Just a little bit here and there. I don't think I'm going to go over with the white either. Just going to leave these as it is. Right, the stalks. They're like a greeny browny colour right now. I can't see from here. Yeah. I have got a pumpkin on my side over there. I'm still waiting for my husband to carve it out. That'll be useless. It's like a greeny creamy colour. Oh, how is it? Is that the really pinky one? That's the one that I want. Have you actually tested it? Tested it on paper and let it dry yet? I think what I'll have to do is like get some sort of plastic container, put all my stickles in that, and then I can keep it on my cart so it's with me, opposed to it being on my bookshelf. Quite like this green ochre. Let's see how this is. I might just have to add a teeny weeny bit of shading. So is that coming? That's coming off the pumpkin, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to use that for the stalk. And I'm going to use this one for the leaves. Yeah, I think that's what I'm probably going to have to do. Because they're all just in a little... It's like a shelving unit. Like a false leather shelving unit. But they're all like lied down. They're not up straight. I know that's not very good. So I'm going to have to look, excuse me, into getting something a bit better. I tell you, you can tell the pencils that I use and don't use. I've not even used this one yet. Let's see how it lays down. If you're wanting any book on your Christmas list, I would really recommend any of these ones now, because they're fabulous with pencils. I can see what all the fuss was about now. Really nice to work with. I think as well I have got in here, yep, she's sharpened. Was that Amazon again? I had an Amazon yesterday, but it was only the gesso. It was nothing too exciting. So this is the Caran d'Ache Full Blender Bright. Still trying to get used to this. It's doing the similar job as what the white just did over the pumpkin. I don't know if you can see the little bits of shaving that's coming off. I think that's probably the pencil that's blending it out. I don't know if it leaves it glossy or anything. You're just as bad as me. How often do you order from there? And be honest. And you did printer ink. Do you print off a lot of PDFs? Or do you use your printer for other things as well? I did say that I bought the printer so my son could use it for homework, but he's not done yet. Yeah, just as bad as me. They've started doing the one-day delivery though. Did they do that there? Yeah, there's freebies every Friday. I can't remember the Facebook page. It's probably the one that you use as well. Every Friday I think they upload a new image. Like, but you've got all week to pick which one that you'd vote for. Right, so that shade that I just laid down then was Lime Peel. And I'm just going to go back over the green ochre and see how these two go together. Oh, quite nice. See, I'm so heavy-handed. Yeah, well, how many PDFs have I got now? A couple of Hannah Lynn's. And then the Succumbs, I want to say. I can't remember how you pronounce it. Succumbs. I got the 2 books from her from Etsy, the digital downloads, because I heard that the paper wasn't very good. She did it on 2 separate papers. There was like a marker paper, I think, and a watercolour paper, and neither of them were any good for coloured pencils. So it was cheaper. Well, you know what though, it wasn't cheaper in the long run, because I used all my ink up and half a packet of paper actually, so it worked out very similar price buying the PDF to actually buying the physical book. But I like my Hannah Lynn's on the PDF. Print it off with better paper. Look at my pumpkin. It's real. You need to get a towel to wipe the feet down there. It's going to be muddy, it's just been raining.
I'm not struggling to catch 2 good dogs to like it in from the rain.
I do. Sorry? I can't do it. I'm gluing. I think it all depends. Yeah, I think it's if it was like a book like this, for instance, I would like to have the physical copy. But because Hannah Lynn's books are printed on that Amazon printed paper, I do prefer the PDFs. Oh, do that? I didn't know that. So it's better to buy them. Well, what would it be when I bought the Mariola Budette ones? What would that be? Because I bought that directly from her, from Etsy. So do you think she got most of that money? Or do you think it's the publisher? Yeah, well, which one was it? It was the Misfits one. I've used gesso in it last night. So possibly I'm going to try and film a little video just testing what Amazon paper is going to be like with gesso over the top. you know, using markers and paints and etc, etc. I'm not sure myself. I think people will probably be interested, I would have been. So I might, if I've got time tomorrow, I might test that out with all my different mediums. I've chosen a page that I'm not too fussed if I destroy. I need a darker shade here. I have got dark umber. I seem to be using this quite often actually. It's just a shade a little bit underneath here. I hope my head's not in the way. I thought my head was in the way then. So is that the reason that you've not got any of the Amazon printed ones, because of the paper? I'm going to go over it again. And you know what as well, they weren't too expensive these, and then they come in a pack of 2. Considering it's the brand of it. Let's try again. Yeah, I think it does move the pigment right, because I don't know if I'm... Can you see? That's an actual pencil. Evie's drenched.
They're both drenched. Both sit down.
I'm gonna run around now like I don't know what either to dry off.
Food.
I'll hold my rug.
Tea bag.
That's probably better as well, if you've not got loads on your bookshelf. The ones that I've printed off, I've kept them in separate files. You know, like files that have already got the plastic sheets in. So they look quite nice. They look like books of their own. Like ones that I've put together and made. I think I'm happy with that. I might add... Where is it? Just leave her. She's fine. She's hiding from you. A little bit of white gel pen. You'll have to let me know how you get on. The ones with the buttons, they were the red ones. They were the ones that I was looking at. Excuse me. I'm going to add just a smidgy bit. If my gel pen, there we go. Just here and there. Just a little bit of highlight. So I've been streaming for over an hour now and it doesn't seem like I've got that much done. Yeah, let me know. I don't know if you can send messages on Instagram, but if you can, if you've worked out, can you let me know please how you get on with them before I order them? And what was it like? I'll tickle the throat. I'm going in again with lemon yellow. Basically, repeat the steps for this big guy here. Can you message me then and let me know properly how you get on if you've only tried one, because there's different sizes, isn't there? And there's is it a straight? Where is it? I know these aren't the water brushes, but you've got like a pointy edge and you've got a straight one, haven't you? Is it like that in that set? I don't actually know what you're meant to use a straight one for. I don't know. I need to use it myself more. So again, I'm just going to do the highlights, I think, mostly on this side. I'm really chuffed how that one's come out. We've got a local fruit shop near us. It's not too far away. We went yesterday to pick the pumpkin up, and they had a pumpkin there that was for sale, and I'm not even kidding you, it was like I don't know size wise, it was like the 3/4 the size of my dining table, and I've got my iPad, my boots, I've got 2 sets of colouring pencils. I've got a drink sharpener. There's all sorts on the table. It's a big table. Anyway, I asked the lady how much are they selling it for. £80, and they've even nicknamed it. They've nicknamed it Berta. Berta the pumpkin. And apparently they do manage to sell them. It's a big green horrible thing. It looks like it's been squished, but it's not. Small, medium, large in 2 different types. Yeah, so it must be one of the flat ones. Yeah, it is. It's definitely the ones that I've been looking at. I think they were on offer for $11.99 yesterday morning. So we'll keep an eye out. Yeah, it was huge. And the woman was telling me that there's only 2 ladies working there at one time, and they're not young. They're probably mid to late 50s, these 2 ladies, and they have to take it out, and it's on like a pallet, like a wooden pallet, so they have to take it out every single morning to put it on display near the front road, and take it back in every single night when it's not been sold. So I don't envy them in that job. But yeah, God only knows where they actually found that. For £80. £80. Who's got £80 for spending on a pumpkin? Unbelievable. My son was actually going to take a picture, but we forgot. I wish he hadn't, because I would have added it at the end so you could see. Yeah, they were only small, these ladies as well. I should go back at closing time just to see how they manage it. That'll be interesting. So I'm just doing the exact same steps as before, same colours, everything. I don't think there's any other pumpkins, is there? No, we're just working with mushrooms and a sweeter. That looks like the same wrapper, the sweets I'm addicted to at the minute. Fox's, what are they called? Fox's fruit, hard boiled sweets. I've got a full packet in my handbag. I've had that. So I eat a few of them when I'm hungry. Really nice though. Teal ones, were they real if they were that colour? They can't be. No, I wouldn't pay that much either for something that's just going to go off. Honestly, it would have fed so many families. It's ridiculous. I just would have liked to seen the farmer that they grew it and what his other crops were like. I'll have to ask him. We're going probably back in at the weekend for all my roast stuff. Just a light layer of that. And then it's darkest. Yeah, well, I assumed it was, but I thought I'd ask. Yeah, just like decoration ones. Do you decorate your house with anything for Halloween? We just got our pumpkin. My husband's going to carve it tomorrow, and we'll just pop a little candle in it. Nothing else. Nothing else. To be totally honest, if we didn't have the dogs here, I would decorate the house outside a little bit more, so it would, so we get more trick-or-treaters. But if I'm honest, I really am dreading Halloween, because if anybody knocks on the door, I mean, you know what it's like yourself when you've got 2 hours, back, and not wake my daughter up. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. We used to. Yeah, well, we used to as well before Isabel. Not anymore. There's not many people really that do. It's not like it was when I was a child. People used to spend a lot of money actually decorating their house and having parties and whatnot. Not anymore. I'm going to try and add a little bit more orange so I'm not having to go back over it again like I did with the other one. I'm just going to add a little bit more lemon yellow over here. It's looking a bit white. Yeah, it's irritating. My dad lives only, I think I timed it actually, it's 7 minutes away from me and my dad. And the one year that he actually got sweets in and chocolate for the trick-or-treaters, nobody came. Nobody knocked on his door. And then it's sod's law, isn't it? You don't buy the sweets and they're all there. But we'll see what happens. I think the best idea is probably put the dogs in my son's room and then just keep my daughter up a little bit later. And then maybe that'll work. I do plan on taking her out. We've never seen her trick-or-treating before, but I bought her a little costume. So if I take her out early enough, probably like 4:30, 5 o'clock, take her out for half an hour to an hour, depending on the weather, because it gets cold now. And she's terrible for getting ill. Yeah, and then we'll come back home. And then if somebody does knock on the door, the dogs are upstairs. Then it's fine, she can't hear them. And then we'll answer the door and she can see all the children dressed up. So I think that would be nice. But knowing my luck, she'll end up getting upset because we're giving the sweets away. With 4, you only had 4 last year. It's always the way, when you're actually ready, you know, they don't come. Right. So I'm gonna add, that's the darkest one there, I'm gonna add a bit of the Scarlet Lake. Yeah, I will try. If not next week, it'll definitely be the week after. I'm quite busy next week to get the updated collection and supplies. I think that's probably a good idea. I'll get that done and out the way, and then birthday is going to be a completely separate video. Then I think that's going to be best. And I hope everyone likes my new intro. I think I sent my husband 2 or 3 different versions to see which he thought were better. The one that I've picked, he thinks the music's a bit dodgy, but he's not the one watching it, so it's fine. Just not his taste. I'm going to go in with the blender in a minute. With the white, should I say, sorry. Yep, I'm enjoying this paper. This will definitely make me want to work in it more. I've noticed as well, I've got all I had a cows on last night, and the one that's not the English copy is my favourite, the Soulmates one, because the paper's so much better. I've only got one of Maria Trolle's books, and that's not an English one, and again the paper in that is brilliant, but it's more expensive, isn't it? You're not getting the English version. I think it's because of the paper. So I think, is it Nightfall and Twilight Garden, if I remember correctly? They're going to be on my list, because I'll definitely colour in them. How many books have you got, Mia? All together, including PDFs. A rough, I'm not expecting you to count every single one, but around about. I'm going to go in with a lighter one again, yellow and orange, just a little bit here. And then with the red a little bit again. Evie, if you don't want her in your bed, tell her to move. They're always in each other's bloody beds. Like naughty children. I'll blend that little bit out. I'm quite happy with that. Oh, so the paper better in that one? And is it a taller version? Have you not done any videos, Mia? Or have you not thought about doing videos before? Gosh, definitely do need to do a video then. I'd be definitely interested to see all them. And I bet you a lot of other people would be as well. Oh, I'm just tidying up my pencils here. I can't stand they're a mess on the table. Put everything back in its order. Right, I've just got this pumpkin stem and leaf to go. So he was doing the lighter shade, went with for the leaf. Oh, why not? You should start. You never know, you might like it. I'll subscribe to you. I should add pictures on Instagram then. Where do you keep all your books? Is it like a bookshelf or a cabinet? I'd definitely be interested. It's just having a nosy, isn't it, what other people have got? You know when I start live streaming, does it pop up on your phone? Like Colour Me Stress Free is online now. What does it actually say? Yes, Evie. What can I do you for? You've got storage ottomans and benches. So they're not all on show. It's a bit neater that then, isn't it? A bit tidier. Good, good. I just wanted to see how you'd got to, or even if it did notify you, maybe you might have been online at the time and noticed. Noodle, she's not in your bed, love. That's another name we call her. Her name's Eva. But ever since she was little, we call her Noodle Poodle. I don't know why. I have no idea. The name just stuck. So now she reacts to Evie or Noodle Poodle. Yeah. Do you want to come here? You won't want to come up here, will you? Come on. No, Evie's not one for sitting on my knee. She's a very independent little doggy. Do you want to come up or not? No, you don't. You're just winding me up. She's standing there, then crying. And as soon as I say, do you want to come up, she just turns away. Like she's giving me a dirty look. Naughty girl. I'm going in with the blender again. See, it does take the white tooth out of the paper, this blender, but I'm just wondering what are all these little bits. It must be the wax from the binder or something. Let me try and see if I can show you again. Can you see a tiny little bit there, a little bit of green? It must be the binder. It's making it separate or something. Yeah, maybe. I will have to ask a couple more people and see if it pops up on theirs as well. Which one was I using for that one now? I was using the darker shade, weren't I? And then what was that one? Dark umber. Add a bit of shading. So I'm going to get these stalks finished, Mia. And I'm going to call this stream because it's getting quite late here. Like I said, I've got a funny feeling I'm in for another long night. I want to finish that episode of Curry off, even though there's only 20 odd minutes left. So I'm going to finish this off and pack my bottom in bed. I'm tired after yesterday's walk as well. I've got arthritis in my left knee, so once I got home last night and actually sat down, my knee was burning. Hiya Deborah. Thank you love. I did see that you were streaming earlier on, it popped up, but I couldn't have joined because I was sorting my daughter out at the time. 7 o'clock. It's literally what time we're sorting her out with bathing her and, you know, sorting her for bed. So I'll have to catch up on that. Saying I'm finishing soon anyway. It's getting late and I need to catch up on Coronation Street. Sort of left it at a cliffhanger last night. I'm going to finish this stock, add a little bit of highlight, and then call it a day. You know what, me though, I'm chuffed with this. For the first time that I've used this book, I'm glad that it's turned out. We'll see about the background. I don't know if I want it a little bit darker yet. We'll see. As the rest of the colouring comes along and the picture comes together, we will see. Right. Was it quiet? I did come back on your stream last night. I don't think you saw the message though. I think I'd literally just put I'm back again, but I was lurking because I was messing with gesso. So if I can catch you when it's a better time and I'm not sorting Isabel out, I'll be able to speak to you again. 7 o'clock's a no-go. What book was you working on? Was it the Harry Potter one again? You've done lovely on that page. It is the skin and everything. It's just not my cup of tea, the Harry Potter book. I love Harry Potter, don't get me wrong. I really do. But it's just not my cup of tea doing the books. But it is beautiful what you've done. You've got a lot more patience than me. Why's my gel pen keep doing that? It's working on my finger and it's not working on the page. Strange. That's better. So how do we think that's leaking out? I think that needs to be gone over. Again, I can see white spots. Yep, so like I said, I'm going to try my best to properly film a video Tuesday or Wednesday next week and live stream a couple of times a week. It's back to routine. Once the children are back in school, it's back to routine. That Mariolo one, oh god, the art set is gorgeous, Deborah. Gorgeous. I'm really chuffed that that page is turned out as nice as it has done. I think towards the end I was like, oh, just be finished. I wanted to start something else. But I'm happy as she's turned out. But I'm gonna love you and leave you, ladies. I'm gonna call this a stream. I need to get a little sticker just so I remember where I'm up to. But yeah, I'm happy how the pumpkins have turned out at least. But I do really think that I'm going to have to add a little bit more shade in this. This sky's a little bit too bright for my taste, what I wanted. Especially when it's meant to be night time with a werewolf and a cat on a stick and a moon. But yeah, oh, I hope you managed to catch up on Corrie, Mia. See you later, guys. Bye.